Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Friday, November 11th, 2022. Before I jump into the charts, I just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the daily Tesla report. It does help us out a great deal in being found on YouTube when people search for Tesla or Apple. We are also doing the daily Apple report for the month of November. And subscribe if you haven't. Clicking subscribe will apprise you of notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, and that includes the daily Tesla report each and every day. And if you would, please share the content with friends and colleagues. Let's take a look at the big picture chart once again. That yesterday, Wednesday, I should say, this is Friday's report. So let me just clarify. It was Wednesday where we tested this targeted long-term support region. Presently on the weekly chart, 172.94 to 181.05, but you can see I use daily chart levels. They're more precise, 172.15 to 180.55. We dipped into this targeted zone, had been an objective since the October 3rd sell signal when we gapped below this rising speed line. And now that we've tested it, we can place a meaningful long-term low here and turn higher as we move not only through the rest of the year, but even into later Q1. I'll get to that in a moment. I do need to clarify something because I see some of the comments on YouTube that I'm expecting this ugly result whereby this market can fall all the way, back to 23.36 or even 124.66. The bottom line is I don't expect to see any of that. And I don't even expect to see that lower number unless we were to close below this significant zone today at the end of the week. And I just don't see that happening. This is bottom picking territory. The objective has been met and we can turn higher from here now. In fact, this is a new descending 1/3 speed line. I consider this in reach by the end of December and even higher as we move into later Q1. We can top out at 256.16 for a month and fall off again. But this area is the most significant. This is a 1-year channel bottom in correlation with a 2-year Fibonacci. We've tagged it. And we are now set up for recovery. If we will, whether we recover or not is obviously anybody's guess, but this is the bottom picking territory. And I'm not expecting any of these lower numbers, this 124.66, for instance, if we were to close today below 172.15, then yes, I have a 3 to 5 week sell signal into this zone of support. And, I was just mentioning worst case, ugly scenario. I don't expect it. I even mentioned in yesterday's report, this sort of the beginning of this rally off that COVID low. Might we test it only if we really close below 124.66? And I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want to clarify. I want you to understand how to hear what I'm saying. And sometimes I just don't say it properly. And, you can misconstrue what I'm saying. No sell signal through the rest of the year or into Q1 unless we close below 172.94 on the weekly chart, 172.15 on the daily. Until then, this is short liquidation, long entry territory, longer term, not only through next week, but even through Q1 of next year. So let's get looking at the daily chart itself. This is the same zone of channel support, 172.15 to 180.55 over the next week or two, 225.37 in reach. And as I said a moment ago, over the next 3 to 5 weeks, by the end of December, this new descending 1/3 speed line, 254.92. Just so you know, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in the SPY and Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Check out our other content by clicking the link below. So if you're more of a 1 to 2 month position trader, 254.92 is in reach. You could consider, for instance, buying 250 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a couple of months, for instance. Or if you're more of a 1 to 2 week options trader, you could buy the 220, 225 calls that don't expire for at least a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, something like that. And so that's sort of the 1 to 2 week time frame from where we are right now, and the 3 to 5 week time frame from where we are right now, with this area able to contain selling through Q1. Now let's take a look at the daily chart itself. I still have 198.58 as our clear buy signal into next week. And so, yes, the high of the low, this was Wednesday's high, 195.89, merely closing above 195.89. Even if we don't close above 198.58, I think primes the market for a buy signal. But this is sort of just kind of being safer than sorry. It would be a settlement above 198.58 that would tell me that after having tested long-term support on Wednesday, we can short cover our way quickly up to 225.37, this descending channel top. If we close today above 198.58, I would expect by the end of next week, 225.37. And along the way, we've got decent intraday resistance at 209.18. This just might contain daily buying pressure. So, if we push or open today above 198.58, 209.18 is in reach. And that could be it for the day. And if we close above 198.58, 3 to 5 day buy signal at 225.37. But I've already mentioned how this is kind of a 1 to 2 week target anyway at 225.37, holding above the 172.15 to 180.55 area. By the way, all the minor points have been carefully chosen. They're very tradable levels for aggressive day traders. But if you're buying for the day, it would be backing off to 180.55. I don't know if the market's going to do that today in light of, the favorable CPI numbers and the fact that the triple Q and the NASDAQ 100 are showing strength right now. There's going to be some sentimental follow-through buying in Tesla. And once again, closing above 198.58, 3 to 5 day buy signal up to 225.37, where we could top out through the following week and then fall off again back into the 170s, 180s. Let's cover the downside today. I'm trying to think if there's, I actually kind of already covered it. I'll just remind you that if we do close below 172.15 today, then we enter a sell signal. Here's actually a decent chart. Within several days, the 150.89 descending channel bottom dropping of 3 points or so a day. This becomes a 3 to 5 day target or sooner if we close today below 172.15. This 150.89 formation able to contain selling possibly on a weekly basis. But as I say, a settlement today below 172.15 maintains a decidedly heavy dynamic as we move into December trade. And under that scenario, I would anticipate this 124.66 to 136.36 area. That becomes, I say, a 3 to 5 week objective. We could get down there within a couple of weeks, perhaps, with high volatility. And I even show it here on the chart. 3 to 5 week target following settlement below 172.94 is the 5/8, but I'm going to go with 172.15 here, which is that daily channel bottom. So this pretty much says it all. Probably the image I should leave you with. Holding above 172.15 to 180.55 by the end of December, we should test 254.92. Do I have that shown anywhere? I think I did. Yeah, there we go. So this is the big picture. Holding above this 172 handle support that I've been showing now for the last 5-6 minutes, not only 256.56 expected by the end of December, over the next 2 to 3 months, we can push on to 305.13. And over the next 3 to 5 months, as we push into the second quarter of next year, we may well reach 348.84 because we actually tested the channel bottom. And so with channel dynamics, these upper levels are sort of calling the market. We don't have a buy signal at play. The next meaningful buy signal on the weekly chart would be above 256.16, which I'm expecting by the end of December. That is all I've got for Friday's Daily Tesla Report. Please click like and subscribe. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's Daily Tesla Report, and you have a great weekend.